Can I have a proposer? Thank you, and seconded by Councillor Lambert. All those in favour? Thank you very much. Item 5 on the agenda is the appointment of subcommittees, their term of reference and membership. We actually haven't got any subcommittees. The only one was opening green spaces, and I'm not proposing that we start that. So unless anybody has any bright ideas around the table, I suggest we move on to agenda item 6, which is the progress report, which you can find on page 11. Can we have a bit more quiet in the public gallery, please? We are trying to have a meeting here. Thank you. First item on the progress report is Maidens Recreation Ground. Councillor God. Oh, yeah.
We had our meeting with George. I just wondered, have we heard any more from the young boy, George, who's proposing this whole thing?
We haven't. I have chased him, but we haven't yet.
Right. Because the plan, we were hoping to have this up and running for them during the summer holidays. And I'm hopeful that we would get the gap helped by the charity. So I would hate it to be held up and that we can go on and put the net up and everything else. So I'd like to think the kids could have that. So
I will keep chasing because we do have an installation date penciled in, and it would be very nice to meet that installation date, which I believe is the middle of June.
Middle of
July.
quite soon, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Then the net as well, which I think was a latter purchase, I think, isn't it?
There was also the progress, the prospect of having a non-uniform day at Gillis or something. Obviously, we need that.
Exactly.
For
He
some holidays, so
was going to do fundraising, which we wanted to encourage. Absolutely.
Okay, then, there being nothing further to report on that, or the riverbank repairs, but that is ongoing, the riverbank repairs. We moved on to March Meadows, which is an agenda item anyway, and that is the progress report. We'll now move on to the finances, agenda item 7 on pages 13 and 14. Are there any comments, questions about the budget? I see none. Are we happy to note these management accounts? Thank you. I've just noticed that they wasn't here, but I was going to say at the end. Okay, so we'll note apologies from Councillor. Item 8 on the agenda is Mill Meadows ladder swimming, which you'll find on pages 15 and 16 of your agenda. Anyone like to start debate on this or make a proposal? Councillor Gavashak.
I'm just going to go straight for the recommendation. I think this is actually a splendid idea. And it's, I know you've been working towards this for a long while. So therefore, page 17, recommendation 5.1, I propose 5.1, 8 and 3.
Thank you. Would you like to second that?
Absolutely. I think it's a brilliant idea. My only question is, how long will it take for this certificate of Northern development to be got? Because you've got to apply for another one.
Most likely, yes. It doesn't take too long. Good. A matter of weeks rather than months. So I would hope it wouldn't be too long.
So that shouldn't be. No, I think it's a great. Congratulations, and it's a great project.
Councillor Lambert, do you want to speak?
I'll second if nobody else does.
I am really pleased to see this. This is a particular spot where the kids from primary school age actually jump into the river and to have some safe, not so much access in, but the access out is really important. I think the safety reasons, I think that's what it is. We'll progress with that. As that being said, should we move on to the vote? In favour? Thank you very much. You were against that, Councillor Candy, or?
No, sorry.
No, that's fine. We'll now move on to the last item on the agenda, which is Lightning on Pavilion, the replacement of the heating system. You'll find the report on page 19. There are some suggested amendment to the recommendation, which the town clerk came to. Does anyone want to say anything about or kickstart the debate?
I will, but I'd like to hear what the alterations on the recommendations are. First, please, Jack. Thank you.
In discussion with the project officer, we believe that we think that the 9,000 contingency is rather large, and we think it might be more helpful, and it should still be achievable with we think a £5,000 contingency, and we would still hope not to have to use it. but it's still needs to happen there, so we don't need to come back to it.
So is everybody happy with that 9,000? 5,000, see it deadline. And the rest of the recommendation. Does anyone have any questions or comments before we move to, you proposed it, did you?
We'll go
Oh, no, you wanted to hear, you wanted to.
I'll go first, then, yeah.
Okay, so then did you want to second it? That's what I wanted.
Yes, I'm sure I will, but, I
Oh,
just
right,
have
you wanna
some
hear
questions. Yeah.
Sorry, Stefan.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, absolutely. This should be carried on with all due speed. And the recommendation is on page 24, back of your agendas. And I would propose and Bill seconded, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. I don't want to hold this up, but I do want to ask a question in that hearing. A little while ago, we investigated possibly solar panels on the Lightning Pavilion. And it's an absolute prime spot for it because it gets full sunshine for a lot of the day. And I don't want to muddy the waters on this, but I would like a recommendation in subsequent meetings to come back to actually say we are going to install solar panels, and that will create the electricity which we source, which will work these heat pumps. Heat pumps are very electricity energy intensive. It will be better than what we're using at the moment, I agree, but we shouldn't be really trying for a win-win situation where we have a heat pump and we have a solar panel. The solar panels make the electricity to work the heat pumps, and it's virtual and it's real tangible progress. So I don't want to hold this up. This is a great recommendation, but I want a report coming back to the next or subsequent RMAs to actually say, here are the possibilities for solar panels and the economics behind it as well. Of course. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And
A couple of things. I wondered, what the EPC is for the pavilion. Still think is very high. And the comment here, it becomes unbearably hot in the summer. That probably means there's pretty poor insulation there. So, I would think that's all part of, EPC and being, green is what sort, I'd like to know what sort of insulation you've got there, if at all. I do remember, we tried to get solar panels on there about 10 years ago. We put them on the over 60s club, but they weren't supported to go on the pavilion. I think it was simply the aesthetics. People didn't like the appearance of my recollection, which is rather a sad objection, really. But I'm really pleased that I'd like to see solar panels there. The other thing, you do talk about electrical work and whatever. There presumably would be a certain amount of decoration then if you're going to be chasing in wires and things. So have we allowed for any redecoration of the place?
I can answer, if I can remember them all, I can answer some of those questions, and I might have to refer to project officer. So on the solar panels, there's a high level feasibility study that was carried out last year, identified solar panels as being an option, but thought that the payback time for them was quite long. However, it may well still be worth investigating, and that's only something that I suggest that we do. However, it shouldn't hold up this separate piece of work, and it shouldn't impact on it. On the installation, the same study also found the insulation was not very good.
I thought it wasn't.
Obviously, the first floor has as you probably know, there's a very big high roof, and I don't think there's much insulation there at all. So that was recommended as well, and that might be something that we can do. On the EPC, I believe we are getting a new EPC as we speak. I don't know if we have that new EPC. Yes, I don't think we do. But it's certainly been interesting, and we do get it through.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
okay, so we've had a proposal and a seconder. Would anyone else like to comment? Okay, all those in favour? Unanimous, thank you very much.